Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. These guys are lying or they don't know anything because they're just like hit and miss. How many times did the Ukrainian intelligence chief Budanov and the UK Ben Wallace came out? How many times they come out and said, the Russians have no more missiles. They're out of missiles. Done. I lost track, but I got a lot of videos made on that. Each and every time these weasels came and said, well, they're done, man. All they got about maybe 3 more times and then that's it. Again, this guy, let me show you who. This guy right here. This guy. He's the chief of intelligence of Ukraine. I think this is Budanov. Yeah, Budanov, right? Kirilo Budanov. This guy. I don't know, 15-year-old or something. I don't know how old he is. And the reason why I'm saying that is because he can't possibly be the chief of the intelligence of a country. I don't think you got enough experience. You might have knowledge from, this and that, but anyway, I'm pretty sure he's a very able person over there, but I don't know, I have doubts. Anyway, this guy comes and tells us that Russian missile stocks reach almost zero. Again? I mean, I've heard, and this is today, February 28th, 2023. This guy came at least 5 times before saying the same thing. Critically low, these were the expression, critically low, not able to conduct another major missile attack on the country. The other one, what's his name, Wallace. Last time when Wallace showed his ugly face was on exactly the 24th of December 2022 when he said, well, the Russians are done. They have no more missiles for another major missile attack. I made a video on the 24th, go and check it out. And after that, every time the Russians had a massive attack, missile attack on Ukraine, when they did it, about 5 times I think already. 2 were done, one in the 26th of December, the other one I think on the 29th of December, and I think there were 2 more since then, 2 or 3 more. So where is the Wallace now? And where is this intelligence chief? Well, with this intelligence chief, I don't think you're in a good shape, my friends. But hey, that's why you are winning. Budanov said the interval between Russian missile attacks against Ukraine has become longer and the attacks themselves are not massive. Oh, okay, so that is your understanding. Okay, all right, well, that's a kind of like guessing. You try to make sense of something, but you don't know. You don't know. So, see what this guy's, the statement, this is a statement here. And this is a statement without might be, could be, Russian missile stocks reach almost zero. Now that's a statement. Almost zero is 1. Okay? So 1%. I heard this many times before. My point here is with this guy who, if he makes this statement, or at least New Voice of Ukraine, that's BS, that's make-believe. And the guy, he said that the interval between Russian missile attacks against Ukraine has become longer. Wait a second. Did the Russians say that they have a pattern? Every Tuesday on the 26th, they're going to launch a missile attack? That's idiotic. That's why I think you are not ready yet. You can hold hands with Annalena Baerbock of Germany, the foreign minister. Again, she is, I think, 40-some, but anyway. And you can also hold hand with Liz Truss, which is much older than that, but hey, she didn't evolve past 5th grade or something. So this guy comes and tells us that, and then become longer, the attacks themselves are not so massive. Well, it's so many variables that will determine what kind of attack you have. I mean, if you blow your infrastructure in the first 5 attacks, why do I need a 6th one to use again? What's that, a bat behind there? What the hell is that? Batman or Vlad? Which one is it? That's a freaking bat. Oh my. Okay, okay, well, good. I'm glad he likes art. All right, back to business. So these things, I think, as I said, this is guessing based on variables that he doesn't understand, I think. All right, explaining the cause of this trend, Budanov said, Russia, and I'm quoting, is depleting its missile stockpiles. There are no other causes. Now, this is how there are no other causes. I just mentioned two. There's no need, and they didn't say they're going to hit you on Tuesday on the 26th every month. They have, in fact, almost reached zero. This is a affirmative sentence right there. It's not, you see any might, may, could, probably, possibly, allegedly, reportedly. No, I don't see that. Now, this is this guy. He's an idiot. That's it. I'm done with him. I'm done. Is depleting. There is no other causes. If you think like this in investigation or in your intelligence thing, there are no other cases. I just gave you two scenarios. They already caused the damage. They don't have to hit back the same sources. They're already damaged. You have no more infrastructure to be hit. Maybe, or maybe they don't. I don't have. I think I made my point. Let's move on. The Air Force Command has speculated. Oh, that's exactly the word what it is. Russia didn't launch missiles against Ukraine at the first anniversary of its full-scale invasion, as it could not afford to expand the missiles. Okay, well, that's a speculation. I take it as such. Russia's, I think, you know why? I can tell you. Can I speculate? Yes, I allow myself to speculate. I think because Putin had some ladies of the night on the 24th of February, had some very good wine, and they had a little party. And the party was so nice that he was in a good mood for the rest of the days. All right? Okay, let's speculate. Jesus Christ. Intelligence. That's how intelligence works. And the other one was from what? From Air Force Command. And the other one is, there are no other causes. Jesus. I don't want to be under this guy, but I'm under, what's his name? Biden and Lloyd Austin and Mark Milley and Kamala Harris, if you know what I mean. She's going to swallow or she's going to... I don't know if she's hungry. But anyway, Russia launched a campaign of Russia launched a campaign of missile strikes against Ukrainian civilian infrastructure in early October in an effort to deny Ukrainians hit. No, it's because you attacked the Kerch Bridge. That is a civilian infrastructure located in Crimea, between Crimea and mainland Russia. And the Russians told you that if you hit anything in Crimea, hell is gonna be on you. And that's they told you specifically, exactly, directly, affirmatively, like that. So you continue to say bullshit here. Power and water supplies in winter. Yeah, probably that's a possibility too. And they were probably celebrating that you guys did what you did. Or maybe they did it and they blame you. Well, tough luck. The large-scale missile attacks, sometimes involving the launch of up to 100 cruise missiles, did seriously damage to Ukraine's electricity grid. And now they make the point that they're going to tell us that they're smaller, right here. In the recent weeks, the Russian missile attacks have become notably smaller, but they have also involved the use of ballistic missiles and supersonic cruise missiles, which Ukraine still does not have the capability of intercepting. I will tell you exactly what happened. The last, and you have to believe me because I say so, the last missile attack of the Russians were 65 missiles. 65. And this is what he says, recent weeks. Yeah, the last one was 65. Prior to that was 104. So, hello? And when we say recent weeks, is that recent 3 weeks or recent 200 weeks? How many? Which is the recent? Based on what? What's your total? What's recent? Like say, well, I will come and see you soon. What's soon? Soon could be 3 days or 5 years. If we live 3,000 years, 3 years is soon right there. See, that's why this guy is not ready. He doesn't know how to think. All right? He gives us that, they used to be, they always. The pattern with Russian was, I think before, between 160 or 140. There was the maximum, I think, 141, I think. The Russians did use, I think, in November or something. October or November. The average was about between 90 and 105. The lowest number was a week and a half ago when they did 64. I think that was 64, and the Ukrainians claimed they hit down 51 out of 64. So something like that. 15 went through. And now they tell us that based on the last one, they must be, you know what I mean? It must be. Well, if you want, I will give you an example, a very clear example. Did you watch, I think it was 1974, the fight between Muhammad Ali and George Foreman in Zaire? Remember Mobutu? Okay, remember that in the end, Muhammad Ali did rope-a-dope for the first time, and in the round 7, he knocked him down and then won the world championship again. Now remember how he did it? So he had spurs. He was just getting, what's his name, George Foreman, which I like a lot, tired. And the guy got tired. And after the end, pam, 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 caught him with a flurry and knocked him down. He not knocked him out, knocked him down. The guy who could not stand up and make the count. So, that's how Muhammad Ali was. From time to time was testing to see if you're going to catch Muhammad Ali. And sometimes were flurries of 3 punches, sometimes were 7 punches, and then again 4 punches, and so on. So what are these guys talking about? But the same thing could be true for the Ukrainians. But right now I have these guys in my scope, if you know what I mean. And I dislike this guy from now. I mean, cut him some slack, because I said, well, he's 38, all right. And obviously I'm older, and I think I'm smarter than him, obviously. Like all old people always think because they're older, they're smarter, wiser. Well, sometimes it works because you have time to experience more. But you can waste your time all day watching TV and drinking beer, and you can get to 80 and know nothing about the world. That's why, with age doesn't necessarily comes wisdom. But let's say you and I, since you're here, and we have to be good, wisdom comes for us. This guy, he still has time. He's not over there because he's an idiot, obviously. But the way he's thinking, saying there's no other reason, that's dumb as hell. I mean, he speaks in how do you call it, in absolutes. There's no other way. If you think like that, you're not going to be prepared for the next punch. And right now, I can tell you, which I'm not chief intelligence of any country, all right? Nor that I've been. But it's just that I guarantee you that the Russians will be able to conduct missile attacks in the future with a higher number than 64. And if not, not. But you can't just say that based on the evidence. he told you that it was not evidence. What was the other thing? Speculation. That was not intelligence whatsoever. That was, I don't know, philosophical interpretation. You don't work like this with intelligence. You got facts, evidence, put three sources independent from one another, and that's evidence. They're almost zero. And how did you figure out they're almost zero? How do you figure out it's not 60%? Do you have the total number? Do you have the number right now? Did you count each and every rocket? You should tell us. They have 23 more rockets and 5 missiles, and that's it. And I would have believed you much more than just bullshitting like that. You can't tell me they're almost zero if you don't know how many they have. And if you know, you should tell me. Why not? I mean, you make all kind of... I mean, if you want to people to believe you, but people like you and I don't ask these questions. The whistle are like, yeah, man, they're almost done. We're winning. Yeah, baby, let's do it. We got time now. We're winning. Let's celebrate. What can you do? Those people vote as well. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Budanov, you're done.